All right, and we're back.
Excellent. So
Yes.
we have now entered stage right after we left stage left last episode.
Yes.
And this marks, I think, officially the fourth re-recording of this,
Yeah, but
or the fifth.
no. It's the fourth. Yesterday doesn't count because we didn't go all the way through it.
No, that one counts because we did get most of
Oh,
the way through the video before we had to stop.
that's right.
That's entirely my fault. I'll take full blame for
Eh,
that, but
it,
it is what it is. At any rate,
it is what it is,
uh,
and it's not like we have to re-record the entire series over again.
that's true.
So, yeah, trust me. I plan on being smart about these when I do this. I'm doing this all by save state.
Well, you say save state, but you're playing it on the console. It's not like an emulator or anything.
Well, I mean, what I'm doing is after each recording, I actually go into the menu and tell it to save.
Oh, well, yeah, like everyone.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm doing this by save state, so I don't have to. So it doesn't turn into Infamous 2, where I would go through like 6 missions, have the game save, and then find out that my audio for the game was screwed up, and then have to go back and restart the game just to get those missions.
So that's why your whole Infamous 2 playthrough was such a clusterfuck?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man,
That
I have
was-
seen this 5 times now, and it is just as hilarious as the first time I saw it. Oh my god. God,
Eh.
God bless you,
For
Rich,
those of you
and
who-
your horrible video
for
game
those-
skills.
For those of you who don't know, I've been playing Mass Effect 3 before I actually played this, and I was still used to the Mass Effect 3 Vanguard controls. So, yeah, I'm playing an engineer.
It's kind of funny too,
In Mass-
because it's not like you only play it as a Vanguard in Mass Effect 3. You and I played the online a lot together for a while there.
Yeah.
And again, you
Yeah.
mostly played the Paladin, who I think was technically a Vanguard. No, he was a Sentinel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's like a combination of the two.
He was Caden. He's an N7 version
Yeah.
of Caden. That's what it's.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I don't like Caden, because he's not the N7 Paladin.
That's not it at all. It's the Elvis hairdo.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway. Attempt number 2 at this fight.
It goes better than the last, which isn't saying a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because, this time I actually managed to kill somebody.
You should know by now that headshots don't work on Turians.
Why not? Headshots work on everything.
It's the head spines.
The head spines?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense, right? They've got natural protection. It's also why you can't kill a Krogan in one shot in the head. Similar aspect.
Yeah.
Big old
Yeah.
space turtles.
Space turtles. So what would that make the Turians? Well, I noticed all of the all the other races that we encounter have some form of
What
head
does that make the
protection.
Turians? They've got kind of like a bird, reptile, and insectoid thing kind of going on with the mandibles.
Does that make them raptors?
No,
And I
'cause
don't.
You're forgetting
I
about.
don't just.
You're forgetting about the mandibles. Never forget about the
Yeah.
mandibles.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't just meaning like velociraptors. I meant like the birds as well.
Well, remember now that velociraptors don't look like they do in like Jurassic Park. They were tiny little things
Yeah.
with feathers that
Yeah, I know.
would leap
I know.
onto prey, grab onto it with their feet, and slowly eat it to death.
Yeah,
yeah.
they were basically land version of piranhas.
And they were badass and terrifying.
Yes, they were. Kind of wish Jurassic Park had done that instead of the big ones.
And well, we didn't know what we did by then.
Eh.
Back off,
Huh.
Rex.
So we came over here to talk to a dirty cop, and we've got
What are you
generic Krogan talking to visually distinctive Krogan with a name.
Yes.
I'm sure this is insignificant.
He's not coming out, Rex.
Clearly,
Story.
has no bearing on our story
The
whatsoever.
story is just beginning.
This story is just beginning, Richard.
Now, my way, humans, I have a review.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get.
Oh, Ashley, you poor naive fool.
Right?
If someone has a name in this, they either give us information, join our squad, or we shoot them.
Yeah, that's generally how it goes.
Instead, I joined the goddamn
I mean,
Citadel.
you could probably say that for literally every single RPG with guns, but
I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian
Right.
CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be
So we're
one
talking
of
to the dirty
Anderson's
cop
crew.
who
Still trying to bring Saren down.
knows about
I know
Who
where
claims-
Garrus is.
who claims-
Tell me something first.
Also claims he could have been a Marine, gets busted drinking several times while on duty. In addition to other dirty cop activities such as
Didn't know that.
stealing money from
It was all
buses
very hush.
and so forth.
The
Mhm.
first human ever given that honor.
Here he's telling us information that
Screwed
Rich and
up
I
his
kind
mission
of,
so bad, they kicked him out.
said
Of course, he
last
blamed
episode
himself.
because we forgot that
The Turians
technically
set him up.
Anderson doesn't tell you that the mission that he was on with Saren that went south was his Spectre evaluation
Bet it's
mission,
a good story, though.
where they were going to make him
Hero,
officially
classic
the
trash.
Spectre, but the mission went so poorly that,
You said they covered all
well,
this up. How'd
the
you
council didn't even try
I spent
to
20
make another
years
human
working
Spectre
cases here on
until
the Citadel.
us.
People on this station
Right.
love to talk.
So, Anderson was the
Secrets are
first
like
human
herpes.
Spectre candidate.
Got 'em.
We're the first
Just wanna
actual
spread
human
'em
Spectre.
Right.
Spoilers, I don't think that happens until after certain things happen in this game.
Yeah, but if you read the back of the damn thing, it says, "You are Shepard, a
Garrus was
Spectre."
sniffing around Dr. Michelle's
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not a spoiler
Or-
when you say that Shepard is a Spectre. At least not in this one.
there.
Well, if you have the original Mass Effect case, if you have
Was
the
it
trilogy
long?
one,
Well,
then
Yeah.
you're not sure if they're talking about later games.
I guess that's true, but I mean, most people. But by the time the trilogy came out, most people knew
Most
the
people
big
have-
things about Mass Effect.
Right. I'm actually kind of sad I didn't jump on Mass Effect until a couple years after it had really finished.
I knew about the big bad, the man behind the man
Yeah.
kind of situation.
Yeah.
Spoiler, I guess.
I'm out of here.
But I'm not going to get in any detail beyond that in case you somehow have been completely blind to anything Mass Effect, and this is your first delving into Mass Effect.
Right.
But I knew about the
Person.
final boss and whatnot, but I didn't know really the details.
Right.
So I spent the entire game was like, all right, when does the big bad show up? When does the big bad show up? When does the big bad show up? When does oh, there's the big bad. So now we're going to Dr. Michelle's clinic
Yep.
because this is where Garrus last headed. Not a whole lot to say about this little.
Well, not
Encounter.
until we actually get to it.
Yeah, I mean, strictly speaking,
And all things
in this episode, we came out hot-headed because we could not get Saren convicted for the Eden Prime fiasco. We talked to a dirty cop in a titty bar, and now we're doing this.
And now we're encountering a holdup in a med clinic. Life on the Citadel sure is
I
exciting.
don't remember why these thugs were here. Did they explain that?
They work for the Shadow Broker, I think.
Man, see what I was telling you? These guys go down so much faster than the Turians because they don't have head spikes.
That's true, which would also explain how Garrus managed to one-shot one of them. And I took one out with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, the fact that you were able to kill a man with just the chemical release from a fire extinguisher tells me that fire extinguishers in the world of Mass Effect don't really put out the fires chemically so much as they just beat the fire into submission.
Yep,
I know
pretty
those men
much.
threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast.
Okay. Oh, they work
Yeah.
for Fist.
Shut me
All
up.
right.
Keep me
Yeah.
from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What quarry?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it.
That describes most
I could tell
Quarians
she was scared.
who
Probably
Yeah.
would be
She
in
asked
this
me
area
about
of
the
space.
Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Feast.
Okay, yeah, this
He's
is
an
why.
agent
All right,
for the
I
Shadow Broker.
haven't played Mass Effect in so long,
Now
and
what's
this
down?
isn't really brought up again for a while. There's a side quest for the Shadow Broker in this game, but then he's not relevant until DLC in Mass Effect
Saren
2,
must have made him quite the offer.
and in
Right.
Mass Effect 3, there's really not much to do with about the Shadow Broker.
What
So
else can you tell me about the quarry?
yeah,
I'm not sure.
other than reading
Like
some
I said,
files.
She wanted to trade
Right.
information for a place to hide. She didn't.
You know,
Wait a minute.
all things considered, we're doing much better at commentary this time, because yesterday we started the first half of this video not even talking about Mass Effect.
I think we talked about Final Fantasy, Phoenix Wright,
Time we paid Fist a big-
Bravely Default.
This is your
I believe we may have even gone off on a tangent on the newest Dragon Ball game coming out.
We did.
Yeah, Xenoverse, so that we can date ourselves. Comes out later this month.
couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation.
Later this month. Try next Monday.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm probably not going to even get it until February's almost over. I got an online copy coming in, but that's neither here nor there.
Nope.
What
Um,
we just witnessed is Garrus joining our party, and I don't think it's much of a spoiler to say that Garrus
Come in handy.
is one of the most popular Mass Effect characters, and he is pretty prevalent throughout the entire series.
Yeah, he remains important to what we're doing.
Yeah. I don't think Garrus is
Move out.
No, Garrus is optional. Strictly speaking, I think the only required squad members are the human ones. I think everyone else is technically optional.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that. Every time I get a new squad, every time I always try to fill out the squad roster.
I do know that Garrus is optional, or rather, you can skip seeing Garrus via sequence breaking.
Well, I really don't want to attempt sequence breaking.
It would be a cool video to watch. I'd like to watch a playthrough with a bunch of weird sequence breaking for Mass Effect. I should look one up.
Yeah, it sounds interesting, but at the same time, knowing me, I'd probably end up skipping something that could be really helpful in addition to skipping squad members.
Yeah, I mean it's like speed running. Like I'm really interested in speed running, but I just don't have the patience to sit down and play a game and master it to that level.
Yeah. Sequence breaking and speed running, you really need to know the game inside and out.
Yeah, I love video games, but I'm not that dedicated to just one game because a lot of speedrunners, as far as I can tell, they'll really in-depthly know like 5 or 6 games.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good example. Super Gaming Brothers, they actually speed They speed run and sequence break 100% the some of the Metroid games,
I think I've
including Metroid Prime.
Well, Metroidvanias are really easy to sequence break.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because I've done it. I haven't. But I can logically say that based on, say, how the game is presented and how Metroidvanias play.
Right. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to do it for the channel or not. Depends. I actually was planning on playing Metroid Prime 1 later.
Could be interesting.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I never got very far in that game because I was borrowing it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you want to watch and point and laugh at me and you're bored later, I'll set up my capture so you can watch.
mayhaps another time. We have a bunch of other things that you put on the plate.
Right.
And hey, look, it's Rex, our favorite
Yep.
space turtle.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar.
You're gonna keep calling him that the
That
entire
is
time,
what
aren't you?
Krogans are. They are space turtles.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
So what does that make the Asari?
You want me to arrest you?
I want
The
you.
Asari don't really have an animal counterpart that's easy to.
Well, we know the Solarians were lizards.
Do I know you?
The Solarians are based, at least design-wise, off of the stereotypical like gray alien design.
Shepard.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean in Mass Effect 3 spoilers, Prothean the Prothean actually calls them lizards.
Out of
Huh.
respect, I'll give you a fair
Yeah.
warning.
Did you not know that?
I didn't because I don't have the DLC.
Fist knows
Oh
you're
yeah,
coming.
it's
Chance if we
the
all
first
work
time you
together.
talk to him and you ask him about
We'll have a say.
other races from when his people were
Find a friend.
you know,
Alive.
running around. Yeah, running around doing stuff. He says the Solarians were eating flies on rocks. Like and I believe who says it? I believe Shepard says like lizards, and Prothean says yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so now we have Rex in the party, and this right here, Shepard, Garrus, Rex, pretty much the party I used throughout the entire game when I played Mass Effect.
Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the
I mean,
Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them,
Rex is a
should not
soldier,
be
which
disturbed.
means he's really, really, really
The
good
excavation
with
team has appealed to Hanar
all of the guns, and he's
representatives
like
on the
he's
Citadel
just
to
an
reach a
absolute
diplomatic
tank.
solution.
Garrus is an infiltrator. He's got tech abilities as well as some weapon stuff. He's mostly good with a assault rifle in this one, I found, and in the later games, a sniper rifle is kind of his go-to weapon. And then you've got Shepard, who could be whatever the hell you want, but I usually play him as a biotic.
Yeah. I as you'll, I'll wait till I pull up the level up menu because I already know I'm gonna do it
Mm-hmm.
to explain. I am going to try and shuffle the party every mission, just so we're not seeing the same 3 people every time.
Right. I think a friend of ours, she had like a randomly generated what party members would show up for what missions, and then did a whole playthrough with that. But I don't know. I prefer bringing the squad members for missions I feel makes sense. Like,
Right.
obviously, if we're going to be dealing a lot with the Geth, the Quarian, that was
Oh yeah.
was named. That was, well, I guess title dropped, not name dropped, earlier this episode. She's a squad member. I usually use her for anything involving the Geth. This is probably one of the easier gunfights in the entire game.
Yes.
This right here.
You can tell because I don't die.
If I remember correctly, you get pretty close though.
I do.
Even the Krogan bouncer goes down pretty quickly.
Yeah. Quick note for people who don't know, you cannot use poison or acid or whatever it is against Krogans. They are immune to poison, acid, disease, whatever the heck its status effect it's supposed to be.
It'll still flash green, but I'm pretty sure eventually it wears off on Krogan.
No, it doesn't work at all.
No, it just flashed green. It said Krogan bouncer, and it was green.
I thought it wore off immediately. Anyway, how I'm going to be doing this, I'm using Rex's meat shield, as you will see.
Yeah, the best way to play Mass Effect, especially on higher difficulties, is positioning and flanking the squad members. Don't just let them do their own thing. The game is much more forgiving on normal difficulty, and you can pretty much just run headlong into anything and probably come out okay, unless of course you're playing engineer, as Rich has proven. And if you're playing one of the biotic classes, either like just the pure biotic or the vanguard, it's usually a pretty okay strategy, so long as you.
Here's how you play the Vanguard: equip shotgun and biotic charge,
Basically,
and
yeah.
good armor.
Wait, is biotic charge even in the first one?
I don't remember.
I don't think it is.
Stop right there. Don't come any
Oh
closer.
well.
Warehouse
Then I don't know
workers.
All the real guards
Why do
must
warehouse
be dead.
workers have guns?
Stay back, or we'll shoot.
Well, you heard Garrus. All the real
This would
guards
be a
must be
good time
dead.
We
to
just
find
killed them.
somewhere else to work.
Yep.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked
I never liked Fist anyway.
So why were you defending him?
Decent pay.
Kill them.
Fair enough.
Shooting people isn't always.
Does anyone do anything?
Fair enough.
You know, I'm getting kind of sad watching all this Mass Effect stuff. It reminds me of that absolutely ridiculous Mass Effect text-based roleplay thing that I hijacked. That shit was comedy gold. Because everyone else took it so goddamn seriously. And I made a complete joke character who completely destroyed the plot. And then no one posted in it anymore and it died.
Glorious. Alright, so here's how... This is just me specking points and stuff.
I believe right now you give Rex like all offense stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't really play to his strengths that well.
I believe I put this last point in combat armor. Nope, switch gears.
Yeah, for Rex, it's a pretty decent idea to start him out like high defense and with a few biotic abilities.
Yeah.
That's what I typically, especially on higher difficulties. Again, you want to be smart about how you level up your guys. I don't know how you would want to do it on Insanity because I don't like playing Insanity. I've done it for like one mission and it's not very fun.
Is Insanity the only thing higher than normal?
No, there's hard, then Insanity. Insanity is the highest difficulty. There's like one, maybe two difficulties between that and normal.
Yeah, I will be Yeah, as I think we stated the last recording, I am currently playing on normal with aim assist. I will be turning aim assist off and ramping it up to hard mode after these 3 episodes go online.
Honestly, if I didn't like playing Insanity, I never would have harped on you back in episode 1 for picking normal. Insanity, it's exactly what it sounds like. I mean, it's just ludicrously difficult.
It sounds like it.
Anyway, here's the Fist boss fight, if you can call it that.
Here's how you win. Take out the turrets.
Yeah, you either kill Fist or you take out the turrets.
Actually, I've never successfully killed Fist. I don't think you can.
No, you can. I've done it.
You can?
Yeah, I did it the first time I
Huh.
played through. I just ignored the turrets.
Enemy is everywhere!
He's actually got less health than the turrets, if you see that. He's got 1 less block for shields.
Hold the line!
Right.
And somehow you poisoned the turret.
I guess that makes it acid.
Where's the quarry?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here.
Quarian
It
isn't
said you
here,
only
so
killed the
you-
Shadow Broker.
Yeah.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired for it.
Yeah, like this whole beginning part, and the first time you visit the Citadel, it's like, Saren, and then Shadow Broker.
Even I don't
Shadow
know.
Broker, he's this big, mysterious entity,
I told her I'd set a meeting.
who wants
Ooh, we
to
won't.
dip his hands into everything, but again, after this, he's got like a side quest, and he's not mentioned really again until DLC for Mass Effect 2.
Yeah. Actually, I think another character... Well,
What are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
A lot of people died because of him. He had it coming. Now let
So
him
you give
get
Garrus
that
shit
Corey.
over making a split-second decision and shooting the guy holding someone hostage, but when Rex murders a guy in cold blood, you just don't give a shit.
Well, you know, Garrus could have hit what's her name, the doctor. That's the only reason I did it.
I guess.
Oh no, we only have 4 minutes to save this person. Too bad the timer stops when I go into the menu.
Yeah. Some games aren't that nice to you. Like
No, they're not.
I remember Final Fantasy VII. Like the damn timer
Oh,
in the
God.
tutorial would go down even during the battles. And remember, kids, Final Fantasy is a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
Unless you can one-shot
So-
them, every fight takes
So
at
if you-
least a little while.
Average in the tutorial, if you knew what you were doing and knew the characters you were playing, a average fight, consider not counting the fact that you could run into like 5 enemies at a time, the standard 3v3 fights that you would encounter in the game, those took about 45 seconds if you knew what you were doing but couldn't one shot.
I've played Final Fantasy VII an even longer time since I last played Mass Effect. Also, for some reason, there are a bunch of thugs now in the bar again.
I don't even. Why?
I don't know either.
Just why, guys?
Also, does anything happen if this timer goes all the way down? I've played the Mass Effect 1 like twice, and I didn't care enough at the time to see what happens.
I actually don't know. I've never had the timer expire on me.
I think it's just like a mission fail situation, but
I think so.
I don't know. I could figure it out pretty quickly enough by looking it up
Yeah.
on YouTube when we're done with this.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Just a little bit tired. I woke up this morning and had to shovel snow.
Oh, Mass Effect. Every single Mass Effect, it's funny. Like, you try to open a door, and in Mass Effect 1 and 2, you'll position yourself against the door as cover, and in Mass Effect 3, you will combat roll all over the place.
I love the combat roll. Oh, wait a minute. I think I actually use a grenade in this fight.
Wow, that is an ugly fucking Turian.
Yeah.
Heck, that Keeper, he's obviously the biggest threat.
Of course.
I don't think you did use a grenade.
No.
No, you still have 5.
No. I thought I did, but I wasn't sure.
I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
Alright,
I know
this is
how to
Tali
look after
Zora.
myself. Not that I
Yep.
don't appreciate
We're going to be
help.
seeing a lot of her as the series goes on.
She's important.
She's in the party almost as much as Garrus is,
Chance to repay you for saving
Yep.
my life.
and he's in all 3 games.
We need to go somewhere safe.
Yep.
We could take her to the human embassy.
That sound you hear means you have leveled up.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I can't actually hear the game, so if I start
Right.
talking over someone, I'm sorry. It's completely muted for me.
Ah, yeah, that's fine.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard.
Oh no, there's the level up music.
Assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many?
Who's this? The Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
What are you up to, Shepard?
She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
It's not pretty, sir.
Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss.
My
I'm
name
being
is
multicultural.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage, my rite of passage into adulthood.
Also, Shepard's recruiting
Tell us what you
teenagers
found.
now.
During my travels,
Well, to be
I began
fair,
hearing reports of Geth.
She's like
Since
20
they
years
drove
old.
my people into exile,
I know.
The Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was
That's still pretty
curious.
young. mind you, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not like she's It's not like
It's not like
in another Bioware game, Knights of the Old Republic, where mission Vow was a Twi'lek, whatever that race is called. The race with the blue and green skin people with like the head tentacles that come down to like
Yeah,
shoulder
the
line.
one that the one that's Master Kit Fisto. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, actually, it's not even Kit Fisto. It's a different race.
Really?
Yeah, technically.
Oh, you mean the Twi'leks?
Yeah, them. Mission in that
I'm sorry.
mission in that game was like 14, and she's your rogue character. Basically.
He said even Prime brought him one step.
Anyway, Tully is not a rogue character. She's an engineer,
No.
like Richard Shepard here, and
Yes.
she just gave us a recording of Saren
Talking to someone.
showing how he's got dirty hands.
2-minute warning.
Can we call this a Spacegate scandal, like Watergate?
Beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
Reapers? Who are they?
I've already referenced them in this. I just didn't say them by name.
If anyone,
If anyone's playing, if anyone has gotten to this point and don't know about the Reapers at least being a thing, then well, you do now.
Well, here's my thing. I'm pretty sure we told what that giant spaceship was in part 1.
The cuttlefish. Yeah.
Yes. I'm pretty sure we clarified what that was.
It's kind of
I saw the Protheans being
uncanny just how much that thing looked like a cuttlefish. Like, wow.
Hey man, cuttlefish are vicious.
Praise Helix.
Threat to every species in Citadel space.
Is that still a relevant meme?
Yes, it
Worshipping,
is. I've been on
worshipping the Helix fossil.
Yes, I've been on Twitch lately. It is still a
Send
thing.
this to the council right away.
I mean,
What about her?
both. Anyway, we should probably find a good place to stop this conversation because we're at the end. We're pretty much at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Well, we have now officially recruited Tali Zora, and
in addition to Garrus and Rex.
wow, Anderson, was his mouth like just like gaping there for a minute there? Because it sure looked like it.
Yep.
Huh.
Alright, so we're gonna set the team and then Pimp Shepherd. Alright, see you next part.
Pimp My Commander. Next time on Pimp My Commander.
Too late, time ran
Damn
out.
it.
Save it for next part.
No, let's just have a fade to black and include that.
Alright, why can't I get... Alright, there we go. I was about to say, why can't I get out of full screen?